and welcome to my channel. So today I'm bringing you another little haul, well, another haul video. This is a mixture of different things. So first up is my Christmas presents, which is always nice to get crafty goodness for Christmas. So I popped on my list for the hubby that I did want some Dylusions paints. And I was lucky enough to get a selection. It's a pack that's I think about half of the colours, so it gives me a nice variety to be able to mess with. So I've got squeezed orange, postbox red, then we have vibrant turquoise, cut grass, fresh lime, London blue, black marble, ground coffee, lemon zest and crushed grape, and then we have bubblegum pink and white linen. So that was one of my Christmas presents, which I'm hoping to get to mess with very, very soon. And then also what I got off my Christmas wish list, which some of you may find surprising considering I have been scrapbooking for so long, but one of them was actually a heat gun to be able to emboss, because I don't have one. It's something I've never been really big into stamping. I never did much stamping. As many of you may know, if you are a regular to my channel, I've started stamping more in 2017 because I made it a challenge for my Project Life spread. And then I've seen people using heat embossing for various things. So I was fortunate enough to also get a heat gun for Christmas, along with an embossing stamp pad, and then 3 different types of embossing powder. So we have tinsel gold, clear and silver, and they're all Paper Mania, which are easy to reach, easy to get hold of here in the UK. So I got those as my Christmas goodies. Very fortunate. I then also tend to find that, to be honest, I tend to quite often be on the lookout for things in the UK or things that can be used for scrapbooking or crafts while I'm out and about. And occasionally I do find some things that I am able to pick up. So I'm going to show you a few of the things, and then I have shipped a few things in as well from other countries. But first up, I got this spray bottle. This was in the IKEA sale for about 35p, and I thought this would be good for using with mixed media. I do have a little, if I can get hold of it, I do have a little mister spray, little mini mister it's called, from Ranger. I do have one of those, but I thought with me getting some paints, etc., so I picked that up in the IKEA sale. You can find things everywhere. It was in the gardening section. Also from IKEA, I picked up these glitter tapes. So they're like a washi type tape, but glittery. And it doesn't come all off on your hands, which is always good. And those were also in the IKEA sale from Christmas. So I think those were £1 or less, maybe a bit less, for all 3. So I got those. Well, I went shopping in IKEA, you know, for storage and stuff. Why not? And then I've picked up these paintbrushes. These are also from IKEA, but I did like the look of this big one. Thinking again with my Dylusions paints, that might go quite well. So I picked those up from IKEA. So that's my little IKEA stash. If we keep going on UK shops, I did also pick these up from the Works. So these were £3 for 9 different cutting dies, and I thought these would be good for labels. I'm not sure if I'll get the big one. In fact, I probably won't get the big few through my little cutting machine, but we'll see how we go, and I'll see whether I want to use them as to whether I need to invest in a bigger cutting machine. I did used to have one, but I hardly ever used it. So this small cutting machine that I've got is my bit of middle ground. I can use a few dies, but not too many. So yeah, that was from the works, and that was the grand sum of £3. And then I have been to Hobbycraft since their sale started. I did go again today. The reason I went today is they have a sewing event where they have their threads. Their threads are half price on their sewing event. So these are what I like for my sewing machine. So I nipped in mainly to pick these up. I picked up a white, a silver, a gold, and then I like a rose gold copper. So I've wanted these colours ones for a while, but I'll only pick them up when they're half price. I then do have a box. I'm pretty sure I've shown it on a haul before, but just to get it out briefly, I do have this box which I got from Aldi, and it has all the colours, and it has them all on bobbins that will go underneath as well. They're all on metal ones. So this gives me a variety of colours. I already have a black and a white thread. The only reason I picked up another white is mine's nearly run out. But of course this box doesn't have the colours, and then I thought once these colours, if I do find I'm using them a lot and they start to run out, I can then pick up one of these when they're on offer. So anyway, little sidetrack, just because why not. So yeah, I went to pick those up from Hobbycraft today with their event, and then I did also pick up this flamingo die because that was £1. One of my daughters does love flamingos, so I thought this will get used at some point, though he may not have his scarf and his boots on, but that was £1, so it's worth picking up for £1. Then I did go into Hobbycraft about a week or so ago. I can't even remember what I nipped in for. I nipped in for something, and they did have their sale on. So a few things I did pick up, not loads, but I picked up the 12 by 12 inch pages, envelope pockets by Becky Higgins, because they were £1. So I thought that was a bargain when you get a set of 3, even if it's just to keep a layout project together, or I may end up using them in my kids' albums if I need to store stuff. But I have got 2 packs of those. I then also picked up the Par Rom Par Pom Pom 6x6 paper pad, which is their Christmassy type paper pad, and actually I think that's what that is as well. That's the little flamingo that goes with that. But I picked that up because I like the colours. I don't have loads of Christmas things and loads of Christmas collections, so I thought a 6x6 pad would be good. And then I picked up these wood buttons from Chamel, because I am liking the wood buttons at the moment, so I thought I'd pick them up. I don't tend to keep them on their pop dots, but I am liking quite a few videos that I've been watching have had wooden buttons, and I do like the effect they can give, so I thought if I pick myself up some of those and have them near me on my desk, I'll use them. And then the only other local to show firstly is I did go on Hey Little Magpie on their sale, so they are local to me. I was very good because I had just placed the Studio Calico order and I had got all these other bits either already or on their way. So I did stick to 2 things which is really good for me, but I am waiting for some of the new collections that come out. So I got some more wood buttons, and these ones are from Coco Vanilla Studio. I would have picked up the Chamel ones from Hey Little Magpie, but I'd already picked them up from Hobbycraft when their sale started. So I've got the Endless Summer, and then I picked up this set from My Mind's Eye, partly again because I do have a daughter that likes flamingos, and did actually get bought a flamingo for Christmas. She did get picked up a metal flamingo, so I thought this would work well. But these are actually double-sided cards from My Mind's Eye. They're all really, really nice, and they are mainly white based rather than cream based. They're very thin. I must admit they are very thin compared to the Studio Calico and the Citrus Twist that I'm used to. However, they were on sale. They have got gold embossed. We have got a few flamingos, which I thought would suit when I scrapped some pictures of my daughter with her flamingo. And yeah, I just thought that they were cute, bright colours. Project Life cards are always worth having a few different varieties, because quite often your photos can determine. So we've got a few different gold embossed and some stripes. It's quite a summery, summer type collection. We got Love, but I do like the fact that it's white based instead of cream based, which they quite often are. And A Taste of Paradise. So yeah, that's what I picked up from Hey Little Magpie. Very refrained for me, but I'm sure I'll shop there again soon. And then the last sort of two places that I shopped, one of them was AliExpress. So I'm just going to move some of these out of the way. So AliExpress is an app. It tends to ship from all sorts of different places, China, Korea. They can take a while to arrive, I do find. Some things seem to come really quick, and some things I ordered over 2 months ago and they only arrived after Christmas, after I'd raised a is this coming, and they extended my purchase protection. So, but they are cheap and a bargain. So I have got a couple of bits that are due to arrive. However, of all these bits I'm about to show you, I've spent no more than £15. And in fact, it's probably about £4 or £5 worth of stuff that's still due to turn up. Sorry, I'm just supping the rest of my drink there. If there is anything in particular you do want to know how much I paid for them, please ask and I will look it up. But this was one of my recent ones. I think I picked this up, I ordered this Christmas Day, maybe, or maybe it was the day after. Me and my niece and my sister-in-law were talking crafty goodies, and that's when I ordered this. And I think this is the first one of the second batch of stuff that I ordered to turn up, but they're little die-cut trees, little dies of trees, sorry. So that I thought they'd be quite cute to put through my little quick cut machine. So those, the rest of it may be my original order. So in that case, if I move that out of the way, my original order was no more than £10. So anyway, we've got some puffy heart stickers. So they're all quite puffy. They're quite vibrant colours, but I still think they will have their place. Then this was a pack, a 2-pack of stickers, and they're epoxy. So I've got epoxy hearts and epoxy stars. But again, I thought they'd be quite cute for those little added bits. We've even got a little moon in there. Then I have, they're possibly epoxy type. They've got a different bit of a texture to them. But I thought they were all quite funky colours. Heart Candy it's called. But that's that. Then I got a couple of different stamp sets. So I think this one was like, it was less than £2. I think there's only one thing on its way that I paid more than £2 for. But this has the word you and then all different sayings that can go with it. It also comes with a little you as well, but I thought that would be a quite nice little font, even if you use the little U but lined up underneath a photo or something. But I thought these were cute. I'm not going to read out all the sayings, I'll be here for eternity. So we've got those stamps. I also got this alphabet stamp because I thought it was a nice outline stamp. I don't really have any alphabet type stamps, so I thought this was cheap enough to pick up as a set. And it gives me uppercase and lowercase and can be used for lots of different things. I picked up this pack mainly because it was cheap, but also because it had a few little icons that appealed to me. A few of these things like these little stars. There's some little arrows, which every now and then you just need something little to fill a gap on a Project Life spread. We've got things like eat out, date night, dinner. Got some little arrows, a little camera. We've got some little hearts down the bottom as well. So, and with that little outline heart, I thought that was quite cute. So I thought there was enough there that I'm likely to use a few of those little bits, that it'd be worth the £1 or £2 for those. Okay, my battery's about to die, so I'm just going to change my battery and I'll be back with you for the rest. And as if by magic, the battery's changed. So to continue on with my Ali Edwards haul, I also picked up these stamps. Now, I had visions of these sort of haphazardly on top of some sort of mixed media or painty type background, but I thought they were really nice. They cost about £1.70 those, maybe. I say definitely less than £2. And then this is the one that arrived after Christmas, so about 2 months or more after I bought it. But it's a couple of stencils, so I'm not sure if... Have I got anything that will enable you to see what they are a bit better? Grabbed a piece of cardstock. So that's one stencil. They're not very big. I must admit, I thought they were near a 6-inch, but they're just over 5 inches. But they were 25p shipped. 25p each. So I thought it was worth it. And then I've got one that's stars. That's those. And then lastly, I think this again was a few pence, but this is a sticker pack of emoji stickers, which I thought, with having a few different teenagers always sending texts and screenshots of texts, they would be worth picking up. So that's my Ali Express little bits. Have I referred to it as Ali Edward? No, I don't know. Anyway, they're my AliExpress little bits that I've picked up. Do apologise, my phone is going off. Let's silence that. And then last but not least, by any means the least, I would like to watch YouTube videos myself. And one of my favourites is, of course, the lovely Missy Whiddon. And the other day she was doing another layout with sequins for Spiegel Mum Scraps. And sequins is always something I wouldn't mind having some of, but I'd never know which ones to buy. So anyway, I went having a look on the site, and Spiegel Mum Scraps had a Black Friday grab bag, which gave a variety of sequins for cheaper. Well, when you have no sequins, well, bar maybe a couple that I've had in like Forever kits, I thought this was the best way for me to do it. So I picked up this bag, of which has gazillions of sequins. So these all worked out about $1 a pack. I did unfortunately get customs. My sister-in-law, who purchased later than me, didn't. But anyway, that's the way things roll. So just to show you through, I've got Neon Summer, I've got Mixed Metals, Spring Green, Sparkle Power, That one's cute. Passion flower. I've got shamrock stars. Peachy Keeney. This one doesn't actually say. It's exclusively designed for by Spiegel Mums. So I don't know whether that one has a name or not. We've got Girly Glitter. Then we have, again, this one's another one that's exclusively designed for, must be some of the leftover ones. Then we have Free Spirit, Jaded Hearts. Sorry, that little doily was what held the bag together. Then I have She Shall What? That's cute. Sweet Summer Vibes, Sugar Maple, Orange Blossom, Purple Rain, Salt of the Earth, Pocket Full of Posies, and A Day in the Woods. So that was my Black Friday grab bag, which I think gives me a beautiful selection of sequins, and once I start using them I'll know what colours I do use. And then attached to the bag was also a little mini sequin pack, which looks like little wood grain sequins, which I thought were also really sweet. So that's my haul. That's the bits that I've been picking up over the last few weeks and probably even months. Some of those AliExpress things were definitely ordered a few months ago. And yeah, that's just to show you what sort of things I've got, what sort of things I pick up as I go along. And yeah, I'm going to get creating with them hopefully very soon. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all again soon. Now I don't know whether this is a bad thing, but I forgot some bits. So I've just started to put some bits away and realised that I'd forgot some bits. So just to show you the other bits, one of them's quite a big bit as well, but anyway. We have this new shop in our town centre that seems to have a lot of bits, so a lot of gimmicky and just different type bits. But anyway, we were having a look there, Christmas presents and the like, and I spotted these traveller's notebooks. So I have picked up a few and you'll see why soon, but at the moment I have got two in this lovely teal colour and one in this black. But they are real leather. They are real leather, but they come with two different notebooks. They do have quite a few pages, but they come with a plain notebook. They also come with a lined notebook. And then they do come with these like card sleeves and zip wallet type things as well. Kenji, it's called. Kenji.co.uk, but it's a Kenji store. But these were £4.50. So even for the traveller's notebooks inside, that's probably worth £4.50 if you know what Scrappy World's like. I don't know if anybody else noticed as I did. Well, you probably didn't because you haven't got one of these, and maybe picked one of these up from a Kenji store if you have one. But I noticed on an email the other day from Studio Calico, they had notebooks, these notebooks in grey. They had the same little bead attachment at the top, the same attachment here, though it did have something attached here, like a little leaf thing, and they were selling them for $22. And I picked that one up for £4.50. So if you have a Kenji, or I've had just noticed, because that's what I noticed in the back label, it does have a Kenji.co.uk. I don't know if they do them on there, but if any of you UK people are after a bit of a bargain, have a look out for those if you like your traveller's notebooks, because they're really nice quality. And then the big thing that I forgot was also a Christmas present. It's not quite scrappy supplies, which is maybe why I didn't think of it, but I did get for Christmas a HP sprocket. So I am planning on using this more. I've had a traveller's notebook for a while. I've had a freckle form one that I have been thinking of doing some different things with, and I'm hoping that the sprocket I can use in there and maybe in my project life, but mainly I was thinking of using it in a traveller's notebook. But yeah, I was lucky enough to get the HP sprocket, and then I have the little pouch bag as well that it came with. So yeah, sorry, I forgot those two gorgeous things, but I'm sure you'll be able to see me using them. If you do want an in-depth look into anything in specifics, please do let me know and I'll be more than happy to do a video on them. Just at the moment, it's more of an overview of, one, how lucky I've been with things like my Christmas goodies, but also just some of the bargains that I have managed to pick up and find, so that maybe you guys can find them too. So I'll say thanks again for watching. Hopefully this is everything. I'm sure this is everything now, but I will speak to you all again soon.